All right, what's up, guys? Everybody say hi to Chiki. You're so needy, Chiki. I'm trying to film a video. But yeah, anyways, guys, I got something fun for you today. A bit of a fun project. I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different. But yeah, anyways, I was at my aunt's house just this last Easter Sunday. And my uncle ended up giving me it's not even old, it's ancient, their ancient friggin' Mac. Check it out. Yep, that's right, baby. We're gonna be playing with a Mac G5. From what I can tell, this one is from, what is it, 2006. So I was 4 years old when this thing was released. Check it, go away, let me alone, check it. Leave me alone. But yeah, anyways, let's pull it out, see what we got. All right, let's pull this bad boy out. This thing's like over half as tall as I am. It's kind of crazy. I guess we got some other DVDs in here. We got the Zombie movie. Haven't seen that one. Got some other stuff. My uncle was telling me this was some, I guess, workout DVD. Maybe we'll check those out. Yep, looks like we got the original manuals and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Tricky. I'm trying to film a video. But yeah, it looks like, at least according to the manual, it says March 2006, new G5. So yeah. Let's see what else we got in here. Tricky, I'm busy. Yeah, here's the keyboard. Not sure if you can tell, but this thing's it's definitely seen better days, and it smells kind of funny. But yeah, if you're wondering, this thing's been sitting in their closet for basically forever. But yeah, there we go. But now, on to the main attraction. Oh, sorry, guys. Daddy, you're so scared. Here it is. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Looks like we still got the original power cable, so that's good. Yeah, this thing definitely needs a good clean up. Hold on. This is it. We're gonna see if we can get this thing running again, if it doesn't already work. Dante, what are you doing? Yes, hello, Chiki. But yeah, let's check out the insides. All right. Yeah, so it looks like this little latch has a lock on it, I guess. Chiki. You're in the way, Chiki. You too, Dante. Out of my way. But yeah, let's, whoa. This is pretty nasty. I have to turn the flashlight on. Where's, do we have a flashlight on this one? Ooh. But yeah, look at it. This thing needs a good... This thing looks like it's full of sawdust or something. Definitely needs a good... what is it? Needs to be blown out. Let's see, it looks like we got a disk drive. What else have we got in here? I don't know what this is. Oh, this must be the hard drive, huh? It's cool. So I guess you can put 2 hard drives on this thing. That's interesting. What else we got here? Guess trying to show it, but it's reflecting everything. But yeah, we got the G5. This must be the CPU or something. That came out a lot easier than I thought it would. Wow, look at that. Definitely gonna have to wear a mask or something when blowing this out. Let's see. But yeah, look at this. So I guess I just pulled out the big gray thing in there. It looks like these are the fans. So how do these connect? Yeah, so those are pretty nasty. I can't tell what's in here. I guess, but whatever, the fan was right in front of it, so I imagine whatever it was is important. See, do we have some kind of filter back here? I don't know, I think we're gonna get to cleaning. I've looked at this thing for a minute and it looks like we're gonna need a DisplayPort adapter, so that's unfortunate. And then we got, what do we got? So we got 2 Ethernet ports. I don't know what those are. Some kind of optical thing. Some kind of optical port, I don't know what it is. Audio and microphone, a couple USBs. What else we got? So I guess other than that, I'm not sure. I guess how do I access the disk drive? Because I can tell it says it's a laser product, so therefore it must be a disk drive. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to open that. But yeah, I guess the next time I see it, I'll probably be blowing this thing out with a, what is it? An air pressurizer. Actually, I just saw some cryptic runes on the back of this. Hello, Chiki. Chiki, you're in my way all the time, Chiki. Yes, hello, Chiki. But yeah, I noticed there's this thing on the back of the panel that we just took off. So I'm wondering what that is. Okay, so yeah, we took the lid off, we took the fan out. Now there's something in there. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Maybe some kind of CP, maybe that's where the RAM is? But I don't know. And then it tells us put the fan back in and then close the lid. So, some kind of cryptic message from our ancestors. This should be interesting. Okay, now we're gonna go outside. Okay, so I guess one last thing I've realized I forgot to take a look at what's under the keyboard. This is what I was looking for. So it looks like it came with the original installation media for the Mac operating system, and it looks like Mac OS version 10.44, 2006. Wow. That's pretty cool. 2 discs. What is this, disk version 1.0? I guess these don't really say anything too much on them. I kind of wonder if I could get these installed on other computers. Although, I don't think so. I guess, what is this? Oh, this is an SD card reader. Okay, that's cool. I could use something like that. Yeah, and I guess just a couple other SD cards. We're gonna have to see what's on them. I wonder if there's anything on here. My cousin was actually the one who used this computer. Look at that, 256 megabytes. Isn't that funny, guys? 256 megabytes. This one said, oh no, this is another adapter. And then we have 128 megabyte here. Isn't that just funny, guys? Remember when stuff, like, it was all so tiny? Like, here's a 4 gigabyte SD, or flash drive, excuse me. I could actually use something like this. It's kind of hard to find something nice and small. I use it a lot to flash, like, Linux distros onto other things, but I don't need like a 128 gigabyte one to do it. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Got the original mouse. The mouse seems to be in better condition. But what is this? So, looks like from the keyboard, we had some kind of adapter. What is that? It looks like a USB, but it isn't. That's kind of interesting. So I guess whatever that kind of pseudo USB is connected to an actual USB now. Alright, now we're going outside. I really mean it this time. There's nothing else to look at, except for maybe the manual, but I think I'll save that for last. I'm gonna take some belly rubs and some scratchies. Check it. Check it. Hi. Okay, so I got a scale here. Let's see if, let's see how much this thing weighs. Okay, so 160 flat. Please hurry up, this thing's heavy. Okay, so 204.5 pounds. This thing weighs almost 45 pounds. Wow. I was gonna make a joke about how Apple doesn't innovate anymore. You know, I take it back. If they've innovated on one thing, it's definitely the weight of their computers.
Attention. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation.
Yeah, look at that. There we go. Good as new. Just wanted to let you look, but look at the heat sink on this. It's like the entire block. All right, well, it's starting to look a lot better now. So hopefully I didn't break anything. I know these components can be kind of delicate. I'll probably wipe down the outside a little bit too. Alright, so I decided to take a look around at some of the like the internals inside here. And looks like this is where all the RAM was. And I pulled it out. This thing has 2 gigs of RAM in it. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy how little you needed back in the day, isn't it? And from what I can tell, these things can actually support up to 8 gigs of RAM. And I was wondering how that worked, and it looked like, considering it has 2 channels with 4 slots, it looks like you stuck 4 things of RAM in here. I wonder if I could find some and upgrade this thing. Or maybe, I believe these are DDR1. This I'll have to confirm, but yeah, maybe I could find some, like, of course not a lot, or particularly new, but maybe I could replace it. Actually, I have another old computer here that has 4 gigs of RAM. I might be able to pull the sticks out of there for a minute, put them in here if they fit, but I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, otherwise this thing's looking pretty good. Looks like there's a CMOS battery down there. I did just buy some replacements, so I might put a new one in there. But yeah, other than that, looks like just a little more wiping down. But otherwise, it looks like $1 million. Alright, so now I'm trying to pull this, I guess what is this? The disk drive. So that's kind of it's kind of interesting. Looks like I missed a spot in the back, so I'm gonna blow that out real fast. This thing doesn't seem to want to come out though. It's like taped on the back or something. It's kind of weird. Let's see if I can pull the hard drive out too. Alright, so we just pulled out the hard drive. So look at this. So Desk Star. Made in Thailand, okay. 2000. What are you looking at? Get out of here. But yeah, anyways, so look at this. This thing's got 500 gigabytes on that. That's actually like really good for something out of 2006. I didn't realize like they could make those. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I guess I had to look it up how to take this thing out, and it looks like some models, the data wire here, you can see it was connected with some foam tape. So yeah, I had to unplug it from the motherboard itself and then like just pull it out. Although I ended up just pulling the tape off, so oh well. But yeah, this is it. Probably just gonna wipe this down manually. I don't know, this computer overall is looking in pretty good shape. Even though it probably hasn't been used in well over 10 years. But yeah, my uncle was actually joking to me that he had this thing in their garage forever, and they were trying to get rid of it, and he said he was gonna use it as a boat anchor. But yeah, I guess he figured that I would probably enjoy it more. And you know, I don't think he's wrong. You know, my mom's actually a huge Apple cultist. And so, like, everything she has is Apple. Her phone's Apple. She's got an iPhone. She's got a Mac. Huh? But yeah, it's Chiki. Hi, Chiki. But yeah, she has Mac everything, and so hi. So she's gonna be so thrilled to see that now I am an actual Mac user too. Okay, so I guess Chiki now wanted to join us. Chiki, say hi. All right, let's start wiping this thing down. I got some Lysol. Not too much, just a little bit. Help get some of that extra grime off, especially on the outside. Okay. You know, I just noticed these slots here on the inside. Yeah, I just noticed these, like, there's these, like, shelf thingies. I don't know what they are, but it says 4x, 8x, 2, I guess, yeah, like 16x. I don't know what this means. I'll have to look into it. Okay, I guess it's not quite what you would call white glove testing, but certainly a lot better than where it was before. Yeah. Here, check this out. So I just noticed. Hi, Dante. Leave me alone, Dante. I'm trying to do something here. Okay, so look at this. So apparently this thing's got NVIDIA inside of it. So I guess that's a little bit scary for me. I guess I was hoping to put Linux on here, and I know that Linux or FreeBSD or maybe even like something like OpenBSD, I know that's all. Dante, leave me alone. Hold on. Look, it's Dante. And there's Chiki. Hello, Chiki. Why does everybody want to be my friend all of a sudden? Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Dante. Why don't you go fight somewhere else? I don't have enough room for 2 helpers. Leave me alone. You know, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to do this outside. I mean, there's many reasons why you wouldn't do this outside, but now I got 2 puppies. Chicken. Both of you, go away. Go away, chicken. Maybe him. But yeah, it's got NVIDIA in there. It's some kind of ancient friggin' NVIDIA. I guess this must be the graphics card then. Whatever this chip, this plate is. So that's kind of cool. I wonder what that is back there. What does that say? PCIe slot. Oh, okay. I know what this is. So like this is if you wanted to put a bunch of other stuff in here. Okay. So that's kind of cool. Remember when computers were upgradable? Yeah, good times. Okay. Just got everything wiped down. And got everything reassembled. And everything's connected to where it should be. So, yeah, I guess now let's start cleaning up the outside. I also got the CMOS battery replaced, so hopefully, hello. So hopefully, we don't have to worry about that. Pretty cool, man. Alright, here it is. Got everything wiped down on the inside and outside. This thing looks brand new. It's gorgeous. I'm amazed. And I also brought out the keyboard out here. I'm gonna get that cleaned up real fast. But yeah, look at it. This thing is grimed up. We're gonna need to put some serious elbow grease into this one. The mouse, not so much. The mouse looks pretty fine. Just needs a quick wiping, I guess. But other than that, ooh. Okay, so I got the tops of all the keys wiped off pretty much. But there's a lot of grime underneath the keyboard. And so I had a brilliant idea. I went and grabbed my credit card. And now I'm literally just like wiping in between the keys. It seems to be working, so let's see what more I can do. Oh man, look at that. That is so gross, dude. You know, I realized what I could have done is just pull out all the keys and then wash each one individually. However, I'm kind of scared to do that because who knows how many years of like Dorito and Cheeto dust is going to be inside this frickin' keyboard. So I think I won't do that, but it is certainly in a lot better state now with 20 minutes of elbow grease put into it. Yeah, so now I think I'd actually be confident with using this computer or using this keyboard and then like, you know, just washing my hands after. But okay, I think I got this thing in a state that I'm happy with. Now it looks almost kind of like it came straight out of the factory. Again, it's not what you would call white glove inspection ready, but you know, I think that's good enough. So yeah, I think we're done. But yeah, look at my rag here. This thing is. There was a lot of crap we had to pull out of there. Look at that. It's like the entire thing. Okay, but yep, we're ready. The mouse and the keyboard, nice and clean. Our Power Mac G5 is clean. Let's go inside. Let's take it inside and see if we can get this thing running. Okay, we're back in my room. Sorry, one of you is gonna have to get out of here. So yeah, this is my gaming PC. Got it from Black Friday for 600 bucks. Pretty good deal. This is an old HP Compaq Elite 8000. Released back in 2011. Got it on KSL for 10 bucks. Had no operating system, but I just threw some Linux Mint on there. Yeah, this is my vintage gaming computer. It's an old man. It's got a Intel Core Duo in it. Still got the original stickers on it saying Windows 7. Yeah, this thing's ancient. But I think we're gonna have to get you out of the way. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so we got it plugged in. Got it hooked up to HDMI. Hopefully the little adapter that I bought at Walmart works. Takes DisplayPort. So, alright, moment of truth. Ooh, it turns on. Oh, it's making noise. Still not picking up anything on... Oh, never mind. Look at them. It's turning on! It's turning on. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I didn't break anything. That's always a good sign. It's making lots of noise. How fun. Okay. Oop. Did something. No. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, it's there. It's there. Oh crap, I forgot to plug in a keyboard. Okay, I got the mouse plugged in too. This seems to be working. Oh, okay, I guess my cousin didn't have any password on his... Weird, because I was just testing the guest account. The guest... Whoa, it's so tiny. Why is it so tiny? Well, we don't have any internet, okay. Yeah, that's right. So we replaced the CMOS battery. Akamai, what's this? I don't know what this is. But man, look at this. Isn't this nostalgic? Okay, and it looks like... One thing I was worried about was that we didn't have sound, so I thought we were going to need speakers, but the thing comes with speakers inside. Alright, well, let's break into my... let's break into my cousin's hard drive. So, Elder Scrolls 5 trailer. Oh, man. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Is it working? Can we get this full screen? This is pretty cool. Bethesda. Stuff 11 doing it. Oop, that's interesting. Okay, well, this is working. Well, I don't think I've actually ever seen this one. I'll have to check it out later. Applications. What other applications you got on here? And actually, I just realized the freaking mouse doesn't come with a wheel. So how do I use this crap? Okay, well, I guess anyway, let's keep looking around. Animoids. Anime Studio. What? Oh dear. Where'd it go? Ooh! Ooh, we got GIMP on here. So my cousin actually used to do YouTube back in the day. Although he never really got famous. He had like 30 subscribers, I think. Nothing all that significant. But he actually inspired me. So ironically, I kind of outshined him. We don't really got a lot in here. I guess how do I use the DVD drive on this thing? Let's play chess real fast. I can't believe the hard drive on this thing is still working. That's actually kind of insane. Let me reposition the camera, I'm sorry. I'll try to capture as much as the TV and not as much as my Sisters of Battle collection. I don't know, I like to do huh? Oop, what happened? So, let me expand this a little bit. Oh man, that was E4. I didn't want to do E4. I wanted to do... What? Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see what else is on here. Actually, I wanted to... How come this doesn't have the option to quit? Or do I have to do... Oh, okay. Yeah, there's not... Man, I haven't used a Mac in a long time, actually. I gotta refamiliarize myself with how to use it. Although this is very nostalgic. I remember, like, at school we had Macs, and so, like, it was kind of cool working with all this. Click this when bored. You guys see that? Oh, man. Yeah, so my cousin was really young when he did YouTube, and I imagine this is probably a demonstration of that. Come on. Okay, let's put this back. Sorry, my watch fell on the floor. Okay, what else we got on here? Okay, I don't know what this is. That's funny. But yeah, let's click this when bored. I'm getting kind of bored. Let's see what's going on here. Oh wow, he's got memes on here. Wow, they got PC Master Race crap on here from, like, when was this made? Oh, 2014. Wow, they actually used this thing fairly recently. That's kind of cool. What else? What's this? I've seen that one before. Pretty sure I've had multiple teachers have that on their wall. More Mormon humor. That's a good one. So I guess this is basically just my cousin's meme folder. Okay. Yeah. And man, this is so nostalgic. This is so cool. Chewbacca. That's amazing. I don't know. Untitled CD. Interesting. Documents. Closet closing.move. Oh yeah, and this is what my cousin did. He used to do Lego stuff. So that's... Oh, then this must be where all his Lego stuff is. Here's, what does this mean? Why does it have like a nuclear sign attached to it? Oh. All images. Okay. Is there a way I can check, like, the hard drive capacity? Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, well, I guess we got iTunes rolling. That's cute. Ooh. That's funny. We got Zelda. Huh. This is interesting. This is cool. What else we got in here? Internet Explorer. Why is there Internet Explorer on a Mac? That's kind of weird. Alright, well, I think I'm going to just play around with this some more and see if I can find anything cool. Okay, well, I did find something about this. So, this is a dual PowerPC G5. Okay, so that's cool. We got 2 cores in here, and looks like I was right. We do have 2 gigabytes, and it's DDR2. Okay, so I guess I can't use that RAM from my other computer, so that's too bad. So something that I find kind of fascinating is that what do you call it? Like, this computer is still very snappy for something 20 years old and hasn't been touched in over 10 years. Startup disk, time machine. What is Akamai? I don't know what that is. Okay, guys, get a look at this. Look at this. That's kind of cool. So I tried opening up Safari, and I'm not sure like where the internet stuff is, but yeah, like I booted up Safari and it took me to this, and look at this. Got the old Google. I guess not quite the old Google, but like this is kind of the Google that I remember growing up. Not connected to the internet. Uh-oh, doesn't look like we take yeah, it doesn't look like it takes, what do you call it, Wi-Fi, so I guess unfortunately we're stuck there, but this is pretty cool. Still looking around. I'm trying to figure out like if there's a way that I can see all of the stuff on the hard drive, because there's some stuff on here that I imagine somebody's going to want to keep, and so I want to see if I can like find where everything is. Okay, so I got something in here, or I found something called Sandbox. I don't know what this is. Is this a like a Minecraft clone? Let's, I guess, load a map. Let's see what we got in here. Oh no, I guess it's not a Minecraft clone. Okay. This is cool, whatever it is. Okay. Okay, so I guess E loads up the no clip. No idea what's going on here. This is kind of cool, I guess. You know, StarCraft was originally designed for both PC and Mac on the same disk, so I kind of wonder. I'm going to see if I can get StarCraft running on here. Yep, so here's my totally legit copy of StarCraft 1 and Brood War that I totally did not steal from archive.org. Because how the crap do I open the disk drive? Alright, so I got the disc in. Took me a minute to figure out how to load this freaking thing into my CD drive. Because I got this thing in the way, and there's no, like, eject button anywhere. I guess except on the keyboard. I figured out that if you hold it down for, like, 2 seconds, it'll open up. But, yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyways, it said on the box on archive.org that apparently this disc was designed for both Mac and PC, so let's see if it does actually work. It's currently spinning and going, so I wonder yeah, I wonder if it'll work. Okay, so unfortunately StarCraft did not work, but I thought it was a drive issue, but no, actually the drive is working as intended. Let me skip to the end. Skip ahead, please. Oh, I guess there is nothing. Yeah, anyways, I got Kung Pao Enter the Fist going on in here. Got some good stuff. But yeah, I think we've kind of reached the end of what we can do with this thing. I don't think it's possible to Wi-Fi tether, or I guess USB tether these things, but I'm going to give it a shot. But yeah, I think that kind of completes our foray into this Mac. I was able to find the terminal, and I realized it's actually Bash, so that's kind of cool. And something I'm pretty familiar with, so I could probably get up to some shenanigans up in here. But I think what I'm going to try and do next is I'm going to try and save all these pictures and stuff. They might hold some kind of value, and then with the installation media that I have in there, I think I'm going to try and reinstall the Mac onto here, so it's just fresh and brand new. But you know, I'm actually amazed that this hard drive is like 20 years old and it's still working flawlessly. It's kind of amazing. But yeah, maybe what I'll try and do is I'll actually hook it up to. I'll see if I can hook it up to my old computer and then see if I can probe the hard drive that way, because as far as I know, there's not really any good way to actually like check like where everything is on the computer, and so I might have to do it that way. But from what I can tell, about roughly half this hard drive is used. It's like a 465 gigabyte hard drive, I think, and like 240 of it is free. So yeah, about half of it is just used up. And then I'll see where I go from there. Alright, so I guess I did say that I would do some other things, but frankly, the day is coming to an end, and really, the computer has done everything that I was hoping to get out of it. But I guess the last thing that I did want to take a look at, I guess before I get into that, I did look at some of the other stuff, but frankly, I didn't really find anything interesting on there. It's just a bunch of old pictures, like from when my cousins were kids. There's really nothing particularly interesting there, and I don't feel it appropriate to share baby pictures of my cousins. But the thing I wanted to take a look at next is with the manuals and stuff that came in the box. It looks like they had a little like welcome to Tiger. So this must have been, yeah, see, so find out what you can do with Mac OS 10 or Mac OS X version 10.4. So I guess this must have been the latest version at the time that this computer was released. And I thought, you know, let's take a look through it, because it's got some it's got a lot of pictures in it. I thought they would be fun to take a look at. So let's take a look at them. So yeah, here's the so this is a thing that they were doing. Welcome to Tiger. Mac OS put power at your sorry. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the pictures. So this is the first page. Sorry, let me try and get this without the glare in the way. So, here, maybe this is better. So, welcome to Tiger. Mac OS X puts power at your fingertips with Spotlight searching, dashboard widgets, custom web news, and 4-way video conferencing. Wow. So, I guess, sorry, you didn't see that. But yeah, like 4-way video conferencing. That's pretty crazy that they were able to do that. Now, I guess I don't know how good it actually was. I should say that. But like the fact that they were able to do this back in 2006 is kind of blowing my mind. Um, like the idea, I guess, if you ask me, the idea of like teleconferencing, like to me, that was like a thing that we only started doing like about 10 years ago. So the fact that they were doing this way back in the day is actually kind of blowing my mind. And like going back to like what we've established with the computer earlier, like this thing has 2 gigs of RAM in it. So like, well, I guess maybe this doesn't necessarily require RAM, but like it's insane that they were able to do so much back then. Oh yeah, and look at this. So on the first page, it actually says that this was copyright 2005. So this was probably printed 2005, and then exported with the machine. But yeah, anyways, let's take a look. Spotlight, just the search engine with the computer. This whole thing is about spotlight everywhere. Hopefully you guys can see that too. All right, I don't think this is very interesting, so I'm not going to show too much. Dashboard. So dashboard zooms onto your desktop with the click of a mouse, and like Expose, disappears just as quickly. You can use widgets to get up-to-date information, quickly look up context, check your stock portfolio, and see what's playing on iTunes and more. Oh, actually, that's pretty cool. That's you know, I kind of wish they would actually do more stuff like this. I don't know why we don't do this anymore. And the reason I say that is because when I guess with some context, and in the absence of what I've been doing, I've become extremely interested in computers again. For the longest time, I hated computers, but then one day, like especially when I got my gaming PC, I finally bit the bullet and I decided to try Linux. And I got Linux Mint, and so now I'm hooked. I'm hooked back onto computers, and I'm like it blows my mind how fun computers used to be. Like now, I don't feel like computers nowadays are quite as fun. And like one of the things that I really enjoyed about Mint was that it actually has a sticky note kind of feature like this, and I use it sometimes. And like I thought that was a very interesting, novel idea, but no, I guess Apple was doing that back 20 years ago. So that's really cool. And then I guess this page just kind of shows you how to set it up to do more stuff. But yeah, and then I guess iChat. Let's see, what does this do? So iChat, let me get this up for you. So use multi-way video and audio conferencing to chat live with friends and colleagues, video conference with up to 3 other people with stunning, true-to-life pictures and crystal clear conversation. So that's pretty cool, and I imagine they may be embellishing a bit. It probably wasn't as nice as they say it was, although I can't say for certain. So who knows? Maybe it was actually that good back in the day. More stuff on here. Safari. I'm sure anybody who's ever used a Mac knows what Safari is. It's basically their Internet Explorer, Mail. Not really seeing too much here. Address book and iCal. So yeah, this is kind of boring. Mac Sync. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So one of the things that really annoyed me about Windows was all the like what do you call it? All the Outlook stuff. How they were trying to make it essentially you could log into basically every computer ever, and it would just automatically sync even when you didn't want it to. And it was a huge pain to turn off. But I guess Apple was doing basically the exact same thing, although maybe they were probably doing it better. Not gonna lie. So Mac Sync makes it simple to keep your information synchronized on several Mac computers. You can synchronize bookmarks, calendars, contacts, and more, so that you always have that current information available. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. We got a section on QuickTime. So the new H.264 codec in QuickTime 7 delivers crystal clear video and smooth playback even when you change the sizes of the player window. Upgrade to QuickTime 7 Pro to capture movies and share them with your friends. What? Was Apple trying to promote piracy? Unbelievable. But yeah, they got some more stuff showing how to share and like just how easy it is. Yeah, I guess I don't really know. There's not really too much else here. I guess works with Windows, saying that it works with Windows networks. Although I guess that's kind of funny because really, who uses Windows on the server side anymore? So that's kind of funny. Let's see. Automator lets you automate the tasks you do most often. Create simple. I guess I don't think I've ever heard of the Automator functionality, but man, my dogs are going crazy outside. Parental controls, iTunes. Ah, man, does iTunes even exist anymore? I don't think I've heard of iTunes in like 10 years. iLife. Okay, so this is from what I understand, this was a big thing that they used to do back in the day. iLife. Okay, it seems like things have quieted down finally. Just a little bit. I think we have guests over or something. But anyways, iLife. So from what I understand, this was kind of a significant thing that they did back in the day. Like you had iMovie, you had GarageBand, and yeah, I guess the other pages that list off some stuff. GarageBand back here. Oh, this is something I gotta ask the what do you call it? That I gotta ask people who use Mac, the Mac cultists. Do they still do this kind of thing, or is that kind of just disappeared over the years? Or I guess, let's see. So it says iLife applications are not included with Mac OS X, but may be installed on your computer. Some iPhoto services may not be available in your country. To use some iPhoto services, you need a .Mac membership. To burn a DVD, your computer must have a super drive. I actually don't know if this is. I should check if this computer can burn CDs. I think it can, but I guess I don't know for sure. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it. It's been a lot of fun getting this thing cleaned up, looking brand new again. And yeah, even though it hasn't been touched in forever, it just booted right up like it was just used yesterday. It's kind of amazing. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this thing, and so it's probably gonna sit in my garage for a while. But I don't know if you guys want to. Maybe we can. Maybe I can find some old programs on archive.org or something. Maybe see if we can get those running on here and see what they're like. I think that would be kind of fun. But yeah, I guess that's the end of our foray here. Generally, I'm always amazed by like what people or what technology was like not that long ago. Like technology seems to have in many ways like it's progressed so much, but at the same time like what we can actually do with computers has changed very little. It's kind of amazing actually. So like, like if I could connect this thing to the internet, it probably would work just fine. Maybe not so much. Well, I guess actually I don't know, because I'm pretty sure the Safari, if I could get a wired connect or a Wi-Fi connection on it, I don't think Safari would work because I might just be too old. But there might be. I'm sure there are ways out there to get this thing hooked back up onto the internet. We can probably watch YouTube with it. That might be a fun experiment. Um, but yeah, anyways, what do you guys think? Was this fun? I guess that's kind of all I got to say now. I hope you guys are doing all right. Um, School has been kicking my butt, but luckily school is almost over, so just a couple more weeks. A couple more weeks, and maybe I'll be able to make a couple videos. I've had some videos in like scripts in progress for a while, and like I have one script that's completely ready to go. I just need like a single day off just to do it. Um, but yeah, I guess that's. I guess now. I guess the day's getting late. I should go take a shower and go to bed. But yeah, tell me if you guys like this kind of thing. Maybe I'll do more in the future. I love working with these old machines. Um, and even like my old government computer right here, call it my G-Man machine. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys around.